Hello and welcome to a new video review, this time about the hunting rifle scope, the GPO SPECTRA 5X 3 to 15 by 56E. GPO, or German Precision Optics, is a very young company, but they have a lot of experience. The company was founded in 2015 by former executives from some of the most renowned European optics manufacturing companies. The headquarters of GPO is in the south of Germany, near München, and GPO offers a wide range of sports optics, from low-priced entry-level optics all the way to high-end optics for police and law enforcement. Now, the scope, as I said, is a hunting rifle scope with a magnification from 3 to 15, and it has a 56 millimeters objective lens. The E on the end of the magnification stands for illuminated reticle, and this is a true hunting rifle scope for hunting at low light conditions. The scope was introduced in 2020 and features a 5 times zoom factor magnification, and as you can see, it is completely made out of metal with only a small rubberized part here on the ocular. The scope can withstand all hunting calibers, even the strongest one, and it is completely nitrogen purged, so you get no internal fogging even if you use it in very cold environment, and it is also waterproof. The length of this scope is from 360 up to 375 millimeters, depending on the ocular adjustments for your personal setting. The scope has a weight of 830 grams, which is not too heavy for a low light hunting rifle scope with a big magnification, big objective lens, and the main tube is 30 millimeters. The price of this rifle scope is approximately 880 euros, and the scope comes with a 10 years warranty. GPO does not specify exactly where the scope is manufactured, but as you can see here, it is designed by German Precision Optics, but where exactly it is made, I don't really know. Now, the reticle is positioned in the second focal plane, and only one reticle for this rifle scope is available, the German 4, so a really simple hunting reticle, or it is also the most used reticle in Europe amongst the hunters. So as I said, only one reticle is available, and what is special about this reticle is that it has a illumination in the middle, so a small dot, but the illumination is made of fiber optics, so it has a really fine-tunable illumination, which is very small, so you can very easily aim in low light conditions, and on the biggest or on the strongest illumination setting, the illumination is very bright, so you can easily see it also on a very bright sunny day, even on a white target. The illumination can be adjusted with this turret here, and as you probably noticed, the illumination does not feature clicks on each setting, but is stepless, so the more you turn, the stronger the illumination gets, all the way to 8 but it is, how should I say, there is no off position, so it gets stronger the more you go up to the 8. So really perfectly designed illumination. The illumination feels also a little bit stiff, which is, in my opinion, perfect, because you cannot accidentally move the adjustment when you set the brightness level which you want. So for the illumination, you need one CR2032 battery, and the battery compartment is really easy to access. The illumination has a automatic turn off feature. After 3 hours, since when you made the last adjustment, the referoscope shuts the illumination off to save the battery alive. The scope has also a low power indicator, so when your battery is on the lower level, the illumination starts to flash, which indicates that you have to change the battery. Okay, now for the build properties, the eyepiece is a European style eyepiece, so only this part rotates here, and also this part is a bit stiff, which is again, in my opinion, perfect because you don't actually make these adjustments often, and it's perfect if it stays in place all the time. All in all, it feels very smooth and it is easy to adjust. It has also this small knurling here, so it is really easy to grab. Now for the magnification ring. The magnification from 3 to 15. It has nice grip, the illumination ring, magnification ring, and the scope comes with a throw lever, so it is easier to adjust. So it is also much quicker because you can easily grab on the throw lever. Now the throw lever is a great addition, but in my opinion it could be made better because the screw here stands out on both sides, also on this side. So always when you grab the throw lever, you can feel this part of the screw here, which is not the most comfortable in my opinion. Now the main tube, 30 millimeters, as I said, and the objective diameter is 63.5 millimeters if you want to mount a clip-on night vision or thermal device, or if you want to calculate the height of your scope mount. Okay, now for the turrets, the parallax adjustment is on this left turret here, which goes from 10 meters all the way to infinity, and the parallax is really easily fine-tunable because you have a lot of space from the smallest to the biggest parallax, and you even have numbers in with meters, but I didn't try it if it's exactly on the line, but it is surely somewhere around the number, so it is a nice point where approximately you should be. Also the parallax feels very smooth and is easy to adjust. Also the turret has really nice grip. Okay, now for the elevation and windage turret. As you can see, the turrets are capped, which is normal for hunting rifle scopes. And under these caps are really nice turrets. The clicks on these turrets are in 1 centimeter per click, or 0.1 mil or milliradian. And what is special about these turrets is, as you can hear, the clicks. The clicks are just perfect. I think the turrets overall design and the clicks are better than on some much more expensive rifle scopes. And yeah, also the clicks are very tactile, audible, and they are quite, how should I say, they are quite stiff, so you easily can make one single click each time. So it is really a good turret. Now the turrets are both multi-turn turrets, so you can make multiple revolutions in each direction. The elevation turret has 60 centimeters of elevation in one turn, or 6 milliradian. And what is also a great feature of this turret is the zeroing. So as you can see, you just take this upper part of the turret down like this, and when you zeroed your rifle scope on the range, you just screw it down, take this part of the turret up, adjust so that the zero is facing forward like this, and you just screw the upper part again back in the turret. So it can really be easily done without any tools. So yeah, the zeroing is just perfect. What I miss on this turret is maybe a zero stop, because when you're out hunting, or if you want to use the turret also for long range hunting, then you can easily make an error of a whole revolution. So a zero stop, I think, would be a really nice addition, but if you consider the price of 880 euros, the turret is, even without the zero stop, perfect in my opinion. Now for the Windage turret, also this turret is a multi-turn turret, as I said, and on the Windage turret you have 3 mil of travel in each direction, but because it's a multi-turn turret, you can go even further. Now, as you can hear, also on the Windage turret, the clicks are really good. Very tactile, very audible, quite stiff, so even without the turret you don't have to worry that you accidentally make a few clicks if you take the scope out of the bag or something. And also the zeroing is the same as on the elevation turret, with only this cap off. The only thing you have to take note is, when you take this upper screw down, you have to hold the turret in place, so you don't accidentally make a click when you unscrew the upper part. Okay, now for the optical properties. The magnification 3 to 15, 56 millimeters objective lens, so you get the most light through the scope for low light hunting, for what this rifle scope is mainly designed, or for raised height hunting in low light conditions. The zoom factor 5 times, field of view at 3 times magnification, it's 11.1 meters at 100 meters, and on the 15 times magnification it's 2.3 meters at 100 meters. The scope does not feature any tunneling effect, which is perfect. The eye relief is 95 millimeters, so this length here, which means you can use it also on very strong recoiling calibers, and you are safe behind the scope. The eye relief is very forgiving, and I think it is one of the most forgiving eye reliefs I have ever seen on a rifle scope. So you can really move very near the scope or also away from the scope, and you see the image perfectly fine. Now the eye box, at 3 times magnification, it is also very forgiving, but it gets, how should I say, a bit less forgiving at 15 times, but it is still very good. So also at the biggest magnification, it is still very easy to use the scope. What I noticed at 3 times magnification is the sharpness around the edge. It's not perfect. It is a little bit blurry, in my opinion. But as soon as you get on maybe 3.5 times magnification, this blurriness is completely away. So from 3.5 times up, the image is very sharp. The image has really great quality and resolution. And also this edge sharpness, it's very good from 3.5 times up. It's 3 times, it is, you can easily see the object you are looking at, but it is not perfectly sharp, in my opinion. The color accuracy, really good through the entire magnification range, and the scope has a little bit of chromatic aberration if you look on a white target, but since it is a hunting rifle scope, I think you will never notice this chromatic aberration. Okay, now what comes in the box? The scope comes with this bikini scope covers, so they are a see-through cover. So let's say you go hunting and you see something you want to aim at, you can quickly look through the cover without need to take it down. Now it comes also with a microfabrics cleaning cloth, then all the technical information about the rifle scope, and also about the reticles, with the reticle subtensions and everything you need to know. Then a warranty card with all the details when you purchase the scope, and some other information about the SPECTRA rifle scope, how to use it and how to make some clicks and so on. So really detailed information about the scope, and it is really nicely and modern made. So they have a lot of they take the attention to details very nicely. Okay, now about the positives and where do I see some room for improvements. First of all, the positives about this scope. The build quality of this scope is really good, especially the turrets, which are great in my opinion. It has a really elegant design, and the optical quality is really good, except for this a little bit blurriness on the smallest magnification. Then the illumination, it's perfect. especially because you don't have only 8 positions, but because it's a stepless design. You can really fine-tune the illumination to your desired intensity setting. Then again, for the turrets, the zeroing really easy without any tools, so you can make it every time you're on the range. You don't have to be careful that you take your tools with it. And lastly, the price. With 880 euros, I think this scope is very well worth it, because you get really a lot of features, great turrets, great illumination, and great optical properties for low light hunting for a reasonable price. Okay, now where do I see room for improvements? Again, the blurriness on the edge at 3x, and on the throw lever, because of this screw, I think this could be done better, somehow that the screw is not sticking outside of the throw lever, so would be much more comfortable to use. Okay, now what is the main competition of this rifle scope? First of all, I think the Delta Optical Titanium 3.5 to 15 by 56. The Delta is approximately 30 euros cheaper. It has a bit wider field of view because of the lower magnification. It has a 6 times zoom factor, and it is a few grams lighter in weight. But the GPO has, in my opinion, much better turrets. The clicks are in 1 centimeter per click, and not in 7 millimeters like on the Delta. The Parallax Adjustment is really well made on this rifle scope, and the illumination, I think it's much better on this scope, especially because the stepless design and because of the fiber optic illumination. And the second competitor of this rifle scope, I think, is the Minox All-Rounder with the magnification from 3 to 15 by 56, which comes with which is available to purchase with the Z mounting rail. But without any additional configuration, the Minox is approximately 300 euros more expensive. And if you want to have the scope with the mounting rail, the scope gets approximately 500 euros more expensive, which is even more than half of this rifle scope. Okay. This was a short video review of the GPO SPECTRA 5X 3 to 15 by 56. If you have any additional questions, click the link below. And if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.